Hello, everybody. Welcome once again for another speaker with the Countdown 2025. And today I am very, very happy because I am joined by Endre. And Endre, he is amazing because he is the doctor of self-worth. And we all know that we need one of those in our lives. He helps leaders and individuals overcome self-doubt, inner conflict, and burnout. By unlocking their authentic leadership and emotional freedom, they discover confidence and purpose, multiplying their impact. So, like I said, Endre is the doctor of self-worth. He transforms life and he offers a unique guaranteed experience that empowers true potential and lasting change. Endre, welcome and thank you so much for being here with us on the Countdown 2025. How are you today?
Thanks very much. I'm fantastic, and I'm glad that I can be here and hopefully serve some people and make a difference.
Beautiful. I would actually like to talk about you, what you are, and what you do. Can you share a moment or an experience that sparked your passion for what you do, and how does this passion translate into the work that you offer?
Well, an example of what I do. Well, I met someone who was running a business in Melbourne, and what we found out, it was really interesting, that experience. She wasn't aware that she's been quite critical and also having some anger problems. And probably the right word is labeling others. And she realized that in the first conversation that we had, that she had it from her mom, and she was running this pattern in her business, and she wasn't connecting with her clients. So it was, affecting her sales. But also this being critical did not allow her to hire people because they were just not good enough. They never filled in the positions well enough. And when we were able to release these two specific things, she quadrupled her income, and ever since she's been running a team. And that was the difference between extremely busy solopreneur and then running a team, a business where she has a lifestyle. So it can bring a massive difference to do one or two things in someone's mind and heart.
Yeah, like that enoughness, not enoughness became limitless, which is kind of awesome. I love that. So if we talk about, doesn't have to be that story, but what would be one key transformation that people would benefit from engaging with your work? Like how in another way it would impact their life or their goals?
Well, what I'm probably good at is offering that one conversation where I'm able to pinpoint and find out how they have been creating their problems. And I think sometimes that's the most important thing. If they are creators, and we know everyone is a creator, then how did they slip and slide off the vision, off the goal? And then we can course correct. We could look at what's going on, what has not been working, and then create a new self-image and probably harmonize their internal resources and external resources and their showing up right and being present to get what they want. And I would love them to have that experience fairly fast. I love rapid change. That was my previous brand, Rapid Change Specialist.
Wow, so rapid change and being worthy of everything that we want and that we have. I like that. So if you could leave the audience with one piece of advice or insight that you found to be transformative, what would it be and why?
Well, I love that question. And it's a really hard one to answer. So I'll make it maybe two or three. Let's see. At least if you are listening to us and you're taking these wonderful gifts, please cultivate the belief that change is possible and change is possible for you. And as a bonus, think of who could have achieved the result that you want, who had a same or a very similar problem in his or in her life. And if you're able to find that person, and that person has even been helping others, you hit the jackpot. So then you don't need to go to and spend $100,000 like myself in the personal development industry. You would just be able to shortcut your transformation. I wish you could be that smart. I wasted 20 years. I hope that helps.
Yeah, I mean, I know that for me, I always tell my clients, find the right mentor, find the right people around you. And your motto is changing mind, changing lives. So for sure, it does help. And is there like anything that you would encourage people to do to make 2025 their most empowered, aligned year yet, apart from finding the right mentor?
Well, I would say set a vision. And it's a cliche, I understand, yet I have a saying, if you cannot imagine, and I found that again and again when I talk to people, they cannot even come up with a vision or with a goal that's worthy, and they believe they can achieve it. Like, you really need to work on that, because if you can't even picture it and imagine it, there is not much chance that your life is going to change. So seek experts in this series of gifts if you need to, but you really need to get your juices running to set a vision for the next year. Otherwise, you will just keep repeating last year's.
Yeah, so imagine what you want, set the vision, and know that you can change to get what you want.
Absolutely, I agree. And again, I need to go back to your previous question. Is probably need to build belief in your possibility to change and the possibility of the vision, if it's triggering you, because I found that over and over again that some people get so triggered emotionally that they don't even want to have that vision anymore, because they know inside they won't be able to make it happen. And I have been there. I have failed on milestones and most of my goals for 10 or 15 years. And I know how painful that can be. And I was resisting to set goals after a while.
Yeah, because setting goals, like you said, it can trigger, you can say, oh, well, I've set goals before, it never happened. But when you believe and you know that you can change and you get your hand held by the right mentor, you can definitely get where you want to be. And that, for me anyways, it's worth that $100,000 that you invested in self-help. They can just go to you, and then they're gonna speed light the growth, because you've been there before. How it goes, what goes on into the body, and you're gonna help them get there faster.
Absolutely. And probably catch yourself if you are on the opposite agenda. I quote quite a few people who have set a fairly high vision, and they have the unconscious agenda to prove that it won't happen and they can't reach it. So you might need someone to catch you out if you have old ways of holding yourself back. And at times, that's the biggest challenge.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And I wish that everybody that is listening today believe that they can achieve it. And before I let you go, Endre, what would be the mantra of self-worth that we want to leave the audience with?
Ooh, what a question. How about success, or one definition of success is life on your terms. And that usually at one point becomes a personal brand and really do anything by your own agenda, or you could run your life. And I believe you deserve nothing less than the lifestyle that you have imagined. Remember, we talked about this just now, and build a business that provides it. Simple as that. Delegate anything else that you don't want to do. How about that?
I like that. I really, really like that. I'm going to go with that mantra. I want to thank you again for bringing your magic to the Countdown 2025. And if you're listening today, do go and listen to the video from Endre, Doctor of Self-Worth, and it's going to make you feel so much better or grow so much more. Thank you very much.